Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I have a very special video to show you guys because today I'm going to show you guys honest review about this.
Eugene Donnelly and Jason Black maintain 7th and 8th.
As you guys can see here, my car is a 2022 Proton Iriz Active. The active variant basically is the highest variant and it's in the color red. Okay, so technically I don't own this car because my dad has the ownership of this car basically. But I do use this car so often to the point where technically it's not mine, but at the same time it's mine. Do you guys get me? Yeah, this is the key. This is the key of the Proton Iriz. It's basically the same as Proton Persona and also Proton Saga actually. Yeah, I have this keychain, but this is not from Proton even though it says Proton. I just bought it from Shopee. As you guys can see over the grill, they use the Infinite Grill over here. If I'm not mistaken, it's called the Infinite Grill, okay? So it is inspired by the Malaysian art called batik. So that's very good. It's kudos to you, Proton. And as you guys can see over here, they use the new logo. It's like the new logo for Proton. Basically, newer models of the Proton line use this circle logo. After owning this car for almost a year, I feel like it grew in me. So that's a very good thing. And as you guys can see at the front grill over here, they have this red line over here. Finally, Proton gave us a LED headlights. That is what I want. That is what we all want for all this time. They give LED headlights for the Proton Iriz and the Proton Persona. But what makes me a little bit disappointed is the parking lights over here. I think they should have give the LED lights for the parking lights as well, but I'm not complaining. It's still thank you Proton for giving us LED headlights. You won't get LED headlights for if you buy the standard model and executive model. But another special thing of the Iriz Active is actually the front headlights is like smoked. So moving on here. So here you have DRL headlights. This is also one of my favorite features. I just think cars with DRL headlights is very premium. As you guys can see in the front bumper over here, they have a little like cladding, like skirting. Is it skirting? I cannot tell. I'm not professional in these kind of things, okay guys? But they have this cladding. It's gray and black, so the cladding actually goes around the car. It's like black, and then in front of here is gray. I think it's very visual appetizing and I like it so much. So moving on to the side profile of the car. So as you guys can see, as I mentioned earlier, there's this cladding over here on the wheel arch, and it's black basically, and side mirrors. So this side mirror is actually automatic. As you guys can see, okay, if I lock my car, it folds. I don't have to, like, every time I park my car I'd be like, no, I'm not gonna waste my time doing that. And yeah, let's open it back. Yeah, up here you guys can see this is the railings. Unfortunately, I cannot use this railing. This is just for visual, so they advise us not to use this thing because it's not real. Okay, so these are the rims. It's if I'm not mistaken, this is like 16 inches, the rims. It has two tone. The first one is like a darker gray and the second one is like more like silver. Yeah, silver. Oh, another thing that I wish that we can have is, I wish that Proton give us 17 inches rims rather than 16, because the wheel arch is big. It's very big, and using 16 inches rims doesn't go well with the arch. But I do watch some reviews that it is a good thing that they give us these 16-inch rims, because if we go for the larger rims, it will be heavier and more fuel consuming. They have said before, smaller rims result in a more comfortable ride. So that's another advantage for smaller rims. It kind of looks like a rally car, and that's what I like about this Proton Iriz. It looks very sporty. And fun fact, Iriz actually a WRC model. Like, people use this specific model to race in the rally champions. So best of both for us, I guess. So here's the back view of the car. Basically, just like the old Iriz, you have the headlights, the original Iriz shaped headlights, and you have the black bonnet, and you know the tulisan Proton over here. They only add this one active because this is the active model. Okay, now let's take a look at the interior of the car. Hey, look at this, active. So another thing for this car is actually this light console, light console. I don't know what am I talking about, but yeah, this specifically is taken from the design of the X70. The only downside of this part is that it will not light up the back of the car. So that's the downside. So let's say if you guys are riding on the Iriz and you ride at the back and suddenly you lost something during the night, it only lights in front of the car. It doesn't really light at the back of the car. So that's the only downside. So I do wish that maybe, you know, in the future, if they have another Iriz that coming out, I do wish that they give at least 2 lights over the back there, just like in the X70, but who knows. You also get like automatic turn on lights for doors. Like if I push over here, let me like buka the pintu.
Closed.
Shut up, Proton. So buka the pintu and then you guys can see it lights up, and if I close it, it slowly dims, just like in an airplane. But the engine for this car is actually the 1.6 liter VVT engine. It brings out 109 horsepower and 150 Newton meters of torque. Not much, you know, for a car this heavy, but at the end of the day, this car is just like a daily drive car. You don't need any more power. But considering how small the engine is and how heavy this car is, because it has like a lagi tebal punya rangka lah for safety kan, it feels heavy. So it doesn't really pick up. Yeah, it doesn't really pick up, but it's enough. But that is not necessarily what I like about this car personally, because I'm not the type of car enthusiast where I only go for a car that is basically faster in a straight line. No, I'm not that type. I'm looking for a car that is fun to drive and very rugged, and this car is that. Because of its heavy, basically berat dia punya kereta, the handling of the car is very good. It's very superb. And let's say if I go on the highway at 110 kilometers per hour, I don't feel the car is shaking. It's like very stable. It's very rugged. That is what I like about this car. Bukan nak compare ke apa lah, but I've driven other cars than this model actually, and sometimes bila go fast dekat highway tu terasa gegar sikit, and this car is not. That is what I like about this car. It's so comfortable to drive. It's very superb in handling, and yeah. Okay, so ada Mustang. But I do think Mustang is kind of like overrated lah. Sorry for all the Mustang owners out there, but your cars are so overrated for a sports car. It's like macam kalau you nak cakap you ada sports car, then dapat tahu Mustang, it's not really a sports car, but whatever. Now, for my honest review of this car. Okay, sorry for not having to present all of the specifications of the car, because I'm not that terror, you know, in this kind of thing. Sebenarnya, I just watch people review this car and I watch a lot of car reviews, but I don't necessarily go into that. As you guys know, I just do videos for fun. So I don't feel like it's necessary to cakap about all the technical terms like this GKUI system or whatnot. I know about it, but I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so honest review after using this car for almost a year. I'm a student. Aku ni student and bujang, and you know, I go to university every day. It's a very good car for a student. It has all of it. I mean, you can shoot for my V if you want, but I do think Especially for me, I don't go for Myvi because I tak pernah found Myvi tu macam best sangat lah. I do have friends who own Myvi, and where I know the good thing of Myvi is actually it's very fuel efficient. Yeah, this car is a little bit on the macam like kereta ni sebenarnya minum minyak lah juga. It's a little fuel consuming, but at the end of the day, even though I'm a student, I want to find a car that I can enjoy. And if I'm gonna be using this car for maybe like for 10 years, next 10 years, I have to find something that I can enjoy to drive. Especially time-time bujang ni lah kan. Ni dah kahwin nak kena jual kereta ni pula kan. Tak nak. Another downside of this car is actually sometimes there's like a technical problems with the car, and I know that Proton has a broken record of this kind of things, because sometimes like the radio tu macam bengong sikit and whatnot. I do like that they take account for that. And let's say if you guys are experiencing the same thing as my problems, macam like technical difficulties ke, ataupun macam technical problems with the radio ke, with the reverse camera ke kan. Sometimes my reverse camera lags very much. Just bring it to the service center and cakap like I ada problem dengan technical, and then they will help you with it. I think that is my honest review of this. Ya Allah, kenapa ada manusia yang rasa jalan ni papak dia punya. Okay, back to the topic. That is basically it. It's like my full review of this car sebenarnya. It's like I really like it. So if you guys kat luar sana yang nak cari kereta, and you guys are students, and maybe like students or bujang lah kan, or bujang tak kahwin lagi, cakap pasal kahwin padahal baru berapa tahun. Bujang ataupun still student tengah belajar, go shoot for the Proton Iriz or Proton Persona. That is all you need for now sebenarnya. If you guys want to focus more on ride comfort in terms of space and practicality, go shoot for the Proton Persona. I've seen it before. It's like my friend has one, but not the new Proton Persona lah, 2019 lah. It's very spacious. It's like you can actually bawa some IKEA punya furniture dalam Proton Persona sebenarnya tau. Okay, so kita pun dah sampai kat kedai. Sebenarnya ride ni tadi ride dari tempat luas tadi, ride ke sini nak pergi kedai sebenarnya. So we arrived, and I think that is the conclusion of my honest review. That is all from me. Thank you so much for hearing this not so professional car review lah. Yes, I cakap I nak buat honest review and full review of this car, but there's a lot of elements that I haven't presented to you guys to do a review. But at the end of the day, I'm not professional. I just do videos for fun. Like I said over and over again, I do videos for fun. Hopefully, after you guys watch this video, you guys can have some ideas for what car you want to buy in the future, especially for people like me lah, macam student, bujang kan. So that is all from me. Bye bye. Baru je cakap tadi pasal Iris versus Myvi kan. Tengok kat parking tu. Ya. Iris versus Myvi.